At the beginning of this story, we're introduced to a sunny tomato farm, where the tomatoes hanging on the vine aren't just produce, they're alive. They can think, feel, and even dream. One of these tomatoes, a young one named Melvin, narrates that the greatest purpose of a tomato's life is to be eaten by a human. That's the ultimate honor. All the tomatoes are siblings, joking and teasing each other, while their mother, the tree, warns them to be careful. That's when Melvin's brother Harry challenges him to see who can launch themselves farthest from the tree. Melvin takes the challenge, swings hard, and slams into a hidden rock in the mud. He's bruised, badly. And every tomato knows, bruised tomatoes don't get eaten by humans. They get turned into ketchup, or even worse, salsa. Melvin tries to hide the bruise from the others. Soon, farmers arrive to harvest the tomatoes. Everyone is thrilled to be picked together, except Melvin, who gets tossed aside when the farmer notices the bruise. All the other tomatoes, including Juicy, a gorgeous tomato Melvin had a crush on, are devastated. Melvin gets sorted into the reject pile with bruised and damaged fruits and vegetables. An inspector picks him up and says he might only be good enough for pet food. Melvin panics and escapes, rolling away with an apple. Sadly, the apple gets caught in a grinder while Melvin narrowly escapes, falling down a drain pipe into the dark, disgusting sewer. Down there, Melvin meets a weird little creature, Lully, a white mouse who calls himself Lully on the Run. He says he escaped from a pet store and was rejected by sewer rats for being a mouse. They team up to escape the sewer together, dodging creepy creatures and filth. Because Melvin knows, if he gets too dirty, he'll never be eaten by a human. Eventually, they get washed into a big city after a rainstorm. Lully spots a pet store, his dream escape. Melvin sees a fast food restaurant where he notices crates of tomatoes being delivered. He's finally found his way to human consumption. But as Lully tries to help him cross the street, they're separated by traffic. Melvin ends up in a food expo instead, where products are being showcased. That's where he sees her, Juicy, the most stunning tomato from the farm. Big, curvy, shiny, and absolutely perfect. He rolls toward her, but a distracted scientist accidentally grabs Melvin instead of Juicy. The bruise on Melvin has spread like cancer, and he knows time is running out. The scientist unveils a new invention meant to prevent bruising in tomatoes. He puts Melvin inside a silver robotic tomato shell and bangs him around to show off the tech. But when he pulls Melvin out, everyone sees the bruise. The crowd boos. The scientist, embarrassed, tosses both the device and Melvin into a storage case, with Juicy inside it too. In the storage room, Juicy is annoyed Melvin stole her spotlight, but also grateful. She thinks he saved her from getting bruised. They bond. Melvin tells her about the restaurant and his dream of being eaten together. But before they can plan their escape, they're interrupted by Broccoli, the tough-talking leader of the vegetable gang. Broccoli says tomatoes are veggies too, and tries to recruit Melvin and Juicy. But the other veggies aren't so welcoming. When they see Melvin's bruise, they accuse him of being more like a fruit. The fruits are kind, scared, and sweet. They offer to treat Melvin's bruise with lemon juice. It works, but it sparks a full-on food war. The veggies call the fruits too sweet. The fruits call the veggies jealous. Broccoli punches Melvin, sending him flying into the robotic shell again. When he comes out, he's not just Melvin anymore, he's Metal Tomato. He spins like Sonic and demolishes the vegetable gang, saving the fruits and Juicy in the process. Together, Melvin and Juicy spin out of the lab, across a busy highway, until they get hit by a car. Melvin's metal shell breaks off, and they land near a crate of tomatoes at the restaurant. They jump in, trying to blend in. But an employee sees them. He picks up Juicy and admires her. Juicy. Then he spots Melvin's bruise. He picks him up, disgusted. Bruised. Can't serve this. Juicy screams for Melvin as she's taken to the kitchen, while he's taken out back to be thrown in the trash. Just as Melvin is about to be tossed, the restaurant's owner, Raj, shows up. "What do you think you're doing?" he yells. The worker explains. "He's bruised." Raj grabs Melvin, takes him to the kitchen, and simply slices the bruise off. Melvin breathes a massive sigh of relief. The pain is gone. The fear is gone. Raj then slices both Melvin and Juicy, and puts them together on a sandwich. As a customer picks it up and takes a bite, Melvin and Juicy smile. They've finally fulfilled their destiny, eaten by a human, together.